Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to my channel Sacked in the Morning. I'm your host Caleb, and today we're discussing Manchester United. So there's been a lot of talk recently about Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes, Manchester United star player last season, only probably good player, only player who bleeds Manchester United at the moment. Scored 8 goals, 10 assists last season, and he's been linked with a £100 million offer to Al Hilal. Man United don't have any money to spend. They've obviously announced the signing of Mateus Cunha, but other than that, they're looking for another forward position, a number 10 position, another striker, they need another goalkeeper, they need another midfielder. And Man United are skin at the moment, they got no money, they're not in Europe at all. So that's where this offer comes in. Bruno Fernandes is currently 30, turns 31 in September. Should Man United be considering this offer? I mean, this offer has been going on for more than a couple of weeks now. I mean, we know that Bruno Fernandes' agent has been discussing the move. Bruno Fernandes is no longer in Manchester, he's now at Portugal. Obviously, Portugal playing the Nations League this week, so they have international football. He's going to be surrounded with other players who currently play in Saudi, for example, Cristiano Ronaldo, João Neves, not João Neves, sorry, Ruben Neves, João Cancelo. So, he's going to be around players like that. Obviously, Bruno Fernandes has given everything he can to Manchester United. Should he be walking out? I mean, what more can Bruno Fernandes leave? I would be disappointed if Bruno Fernandes was to go to Saudi. I still think he's good enough to compete at the top level, but it just depends if another sort of European club's going to put in that sort of money. I don't think another European club. I know he was linked with Real Madrid in the maybe March, April time. I can't see Real Madrid putting £100 million bid in for him. For Manchester United, though, is this something they need to accept? They're obviously Man United are a really poor team. They finished, I think, 15th in the league this season. They didn't win a trophy, which is very unlike Manchester United. There's so many players and positions which they need to improve on. They couldn't score goals last season. Fernandes was pretty much... Fernandes and Ahmed were the only attacking outlets. Ahmed looks like locked down on that right wing-back position. He could potentially play in the 10 as well. There's been talks that they're looking at Gyokeres and Mbuemo, for example. He scored 20 goals last season at Brentford. Whether that's something that would appeal to Mbuemo, Fabrizio Romano has said that they are in talks with Manchester United are in talks with Brentford over signing. There's obviously competition from the likes of Arsenal, competition from the likes of Newcastle. So it's not going to be an easy deal for Manchester United to do, but from what I understand is that he's not interested in Champions League football, he's interested in the project the club will present. That's why I would rule something like Arsenal out, because he's not going to start. So it would probably potentially be a head-to-head between Manchester United and Newcastle. If Manchester United still have the pull they do, I don't think they do. We saw that William Delapi's picked to go to Chelsea. If Man United are able to attract Mbuemo, that's how many he got 27 goal involvements in the league this season. So if they sacrifice Fernandes, they're making profit on him. They bring in Mbuemo and they bring in another striker, top quality striker. Looks like Šeško could be going to Arsenal, so that would potentially maybe leave Gyokeres free. Gyokeres could still go to Arsenal as well, but if Manchester United were able to get Gyokeres and they were able to get Gyokeres and Mbuemo, but it meant sacrificing Bruno Fernandes. I mean, if they're able to get another midfielder in on top of that, maybe like Edison from Atlanta, for example, I don't think that's a bad window at all for Manchester United, and maybe they need to look at it. Sometimes you have to sell your best player in order to progress. Aston Villa did it with Jack Grealish, for example, and they already looked up from there. Liverpool did it with Coutinho, and look how far they went. So sometimes you have to sacrifice your best player in order to grow Manchester United. There is interesting reports though saying that Ruben Amorim would not be open to this whatsoever. He wants to keep Bruno Fernandes. He said it strongly in his press conferences. Fernandes isn't going anywhere. I just don't think Ruben Amorim has the power in this position. I think Sir Jim Ratcliffe will pretty much go, right, 100 million for a 30-year-old. It's going to be 31 in a couple of months. We need to take this and reinvest in the team. I personally think Man United should take the money. It'll be interesting to think. What do you guys think? Man United, they need a massive rebuild. They're playing once a week next week, which could potentially help them. It will allow Ruben Amorim more time on the training pitch to implement his sort of styles, his tactics. Yeah, I remember he was complaining throughout the season saying there's no time for him to train, no time for his players to sort of get used to the way that he wants to play, etc. So it could potentially help them, but obviously there's no money involved now because they're not in European football. It'll be interesting to see what Man United do next season. I do think they could potentially break into the top 8, maybe. I do think the top 3 of Liverpool, Arsenal and City, they're on another level. And I think Villa, Newcastle and Chelsea, that sort of next 3, I still think they're ahead of them. So maybe they can hit 7th, 8th. potentially, that'd be interesting to see what Man United do. Anyway, thanks for watching again. Appreciate the support. Thank you.